Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today I'm gonna show you the deck list that I used to reach King of Games. I actually reached it on the 24th of March, and as you may have seen from thumbnail, I reached it with a Destiny Hero deck list, actually my spicy version of the Destiny Hero deck that we've got, I guess, back in November or October, like when we got the skill and the mini box with the release of Dreadmaster, right? So I think it is a little bit late, but I guess better later than never. So I'm here with my version, and my version is for all the people that do not have access to triple MST, but like me, for example, if you only have one, I highly recommend this, and you definitely will not feel actually that you're missing those other copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. So if you only have one like me, just use this and you're gonna be alright. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So first of all, let me actually show you that I reached King of Games. Of course, there you go, as you can see, and here's the deck list. But let's see it actually from here, from the deck list editor, as you can see. So of course, the skill, for all who do not know what it does, just a quick recap. Simply, it has two effects, the skill. The first one is that you can discard a Destiny Hero to add to your hand the Clock Tower Prison. That's why playing only one is enough. And the second one is that once that you activate your Clock Tower Prison and it is face up on the field, you can activate the skill once again, put 3 counters on it, and then you can add the Mystical Space Typhoon from the deck to your hand. So that's a +1 out of nowhere. And also, what is good about this thing is that every standby phase of your opponent's turn, you can put another counter on it, and when he has 4, you do not take battle damage. And so the skill is perfectly designed so that the next turn after you activate the skill, you do not take battle damage as long as your opponent does not get rid of this card. So it is very good. So as you can see, it is a really standard deck, but the only cool thing right here is this one, Regeki Break. So as you know, guys, to play this skill, you have to play at least 8 Destiny Hero monsters, and here we are: triple Celestial, triple Drill Dark, 1 Decider, and 1 Dreadmaster. I honestly think Decider is not needed. I mean, it's just to fill the gap, right? Triple Celestial because he's definitely your pot of greed, so you won't have 3. And Drill Dark is your Xyz engine, right? Because on summon it will let you special summon another Destiny Hero. I mean, one of these 2 guys. And these actually lead us to the extra deck that we have. Malevolent Sin, of course, the Excalibur, to have a 4K beater, one turn kill basically, and then a recent addition we have Nightmare, Evisworm Nightmare, and this makes, I mean, I do not think it is really needed in this deck, you know, because we definitely have the Clock Tower Prison as a first turn play, and it is perfectly fine and is enough to endure your opponent's turn if you happen to go first. But I mean, it is another choice, you know, that you can take, I guess, because this, as a first turn one, this is a very good play. Then of course we got the triple Stratus to add the Celestial that you're gonna discard with the skill. Triple Mask Change, of course, with the triple Anki Mandatory, in my opinion. 1 Blast is the only thing we have access to. Destiny Draw, very good as well. And then here comes the spice. As I told you, Regeki Break is just so versatile because first of all, the first thing is that this thing can count as a replacement for your MST, because keep in mind that with Regeki Break you can target your own cards, so you can target your Clock Tower Prison and you're good to go. You use the effect and you bring out the Dreadmaster and you're good. Second thing is that this thing can pop everything. I told you 1,000 times, so I might be repetitive for all the people that follow my channel since the beginning. You know that I love Regeki Break, just because you can pop everything, face up, face down, spell, trap card, monster. So, and it really synergizes well with the, with the purpose of the deck. Because what's the main combo of the deck? The main combo of the deck is just pop this thing, bring out the big boy together with a couple of guys so that he becomes a 3200 attack. And then the only thing you want to have is a clear field. How can you achieve that? With Raigeki Break. So if your opponent happens to have a back row, get rid with that with Raigeki Break. If your opponent happens to have a monster stuff to deal with, Raigeki Break that. So you're good to go. So guys, it was really easy to reach king of games with this, honestly, and so I think it's a valid alternative, and I wanted to show you. Of course, if you have some question about replacement or combos, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section down below, and then we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against my Valentine. Let's see what we've got. A pretty standard hand, right? I mean, and this is a nice card to see in our hand, Raigeki Break. So we've got a full power Harpies, so he has the main combo with Harpy Channelier, and then the Perfumer having the Harpy's Father rest to his hand. Then he also plays the skill Harpy's Last Will, so he's got something to clear all my back rows the next turn, so I have to check about that. I guess actually I didn't notice when I was playing, because if I do remember well, I'm actually setting everything. So he's got a Floodgate on my Stratos, I still get the effect out, so I'm chilling. I've got Clock of Destiny right there to add the Clock Tower Prison, of course the activation, and then the second effect of the skill to have the Mystical Space Typhoon that I used straight away right there, and then he used the effect to make my Stratos come back, and it was the Elegant Tigotess, then a couple of set card, and I'm chilling. It was a mistake though, because actually because of the mask change I lost it, because he has the Harpy's Father Duster, so I wasn't paying attention when I was playing actually. So I had my Raigeki Break chained to pop his Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, and then I've got the effect. So why it is good? Another reason to be, to say that Raigeki Break is really good is that most of the times you only happen to have one monster, one Destiny hero in a graveyard, and this is a bad thing when you think that you're gonna summon your Dreadmaster, because then Dreadmaster is gonna be able to summon only one Destiny hero from your graveyard. But instead, using Raigeki Break, you are allowed to discard a monster, another Destiny hero. So now that my Dreadmaster is coming, I have a couple of Destiny heroes ready. He actually scooped, as you can see right there, so that's how easy it is. There you go. Second duel, my boys, interrupting a 4-win streak and a rank up. So I was sorry for that, but my boys, duels are a serious thing. So he's got a couple of set cards and a Batsu Shock to begin with. So I'm gonna expect a Bahamut Shock, as you can see right here, because then he's gonna use the effect and bring out the full armor Xyz, right? So he's got Nightmare Shock first, and then the full armored Black Ray Lancer. I've got a pretty good hand, right? So I got Stratos to begin with, having the Celestial, but I decided to risk it and to use the skill to use the spell card to draw a couple of cards, hoping to draw another Destiny hero. But it was really likely to happen because I had 8 cards all out of 13, so more than a 50% percentage. So I was chilling. In fact, I drew into the Decider, then of course the skill, always the same stuff. Triple right there, and then my Mystical Space Typhoon to pop the first back row, and then a triple set right there, as you can see. So the prison that allowed me to have another counter, and then even if he attacks, it was no problem, but he popped my mask change. That was still fine. Then in the end phase, I've got the Raigeki Break, discarding the Stratos to summon my Dreadmaster, of course popping the Clock Tower Prison and summoning the Dreadmaster. That brings back the 2 guys. Also Decider, recycle in the end phase Stratos. That's it. That is pretty nice. We've got Xyz summon into Malevolence in right here, because we have to be careful about that, right? But we have a mask change that can allow us to dodge a back row. We only have to hope that he's gonna target either a Dreadmaster or the Stratos we're about to summon. So first effect of Malevolent Sin, then Stratos to pop that back row, he chained it of course, and he targeted our Stratos, but that is fine. I let it happen because I wanted to use the mask change on Dreadmaster. And why? Because my Masked Hero Hanky, when he pops a monster, he lets me have another one. And from now on, of course, I've got Lethal, I've got Malevolent Sin, and then the other mask change to go for Lethal. Lot of plays, lot of stuff to do. This is Clock Tower Destiny Heroes. Here I was on my 3-win streak, and this was the 4th one against what's the name of this guy? Silvio Savarari, right? Yes, he's got Dynamist. Very good rogue deck. I don't know if he entered the tier list. I don't think so, but he's a very good deck anyway. So we got Stratos once again to have the Celestial High. I could use my Destiny draw just because, you know, I firstly decided to use the skill to grab the Mystical Space Typhoon, and then I used Destiny draw to draw a couple of cards, then the Typhoon to pop the set card that was a Dynamist Rush. That is fine. This guy is unaffected, but he gets destroyed in the end phase. So we're pretty good, right? So he's got the Pendulum Summoner right there to summon both the guy that was destroyed and the one from his hand. So he can just go lane at this point. He can just attack, use the effect twice, once to attack directly, and the second one to attack 2 times. But he forgot that with my Clock Tower Prison, I do not take battle damage. So after the first attack was wasted, he decided to summon my Stratos. I could use my Mask Change to summon the Blast, then cutting off his attack, and then I could just return one of his Pendulum skill to his end. So I'm chilling. Then in the main phase of the next turn, and again the effect Raigeki Break, as you can see, to pop the monster. Why I didn't do this before? Because one of these pendulum skills stated that if a Dynamist monster would have been destroyed, you could have popped the pendulum card, right? So that's why I waited for my blast to clear everything, right? And then at this point, I just cleared the field with my Raigeki Break. I could also draw. Also, keep in mind, guys, that Raigeki Break is just synergized so well with the effect of Celestial, because in order to draw 2 cards with Celestial, you have to have no cards in your hand, and Raigeki Break can actually help you achieve it. And then, as you can see right here, I just have Lethal plus another Raigeki Break ready just in case. I didn't even use the effect of the Clock Tower Prison. That's how you do it. There you go. Last but not least, this was the duel that brought me to KOG. So it's him to begin, and he's got what? He's got Deskbot. So a set card and a Deskbot guy. We've got the Stratos to have the Celestial. Of course, the main thing you want to do, because you wanna have at least one Celestial in your graveyard as soon as possible. Then of course the skill to have the Clock Tower Prison. We've got of course the second effect of skill to have the Mystical Space Typhoon. Pop the back row, that was a Trouble of Spikes, nice choice. And then I didn't attack, of course, because this guy could have just popped me with his effect, because he can boost up to, I guess, 4k, depending on what they send to the graveyard from their deck. I've got a couple of Raigeki Breaks, so I should be chilling. He's got Lightning Vortex to begin with. Not the best choice though, because it cannot inflict me damage, guys, because I have the Clock Tower Prison. So I decided to use my Raigeki Break anyway on that, because I didn't want him to boost up too much. And then I was chilling. I didn't take damage, of course. So now Raigeki Break once again as the first thing that I did to pop my Clock Tower Prison, bring out the Dreadmaster together with a couple of Destinator from my graveyards. So I was careful to pick actually the Celestial I just discarded, and not the one that was in the graveyard the turn before. And then I could just attack, as you can see right here. I just have Lethal, as you can see. I was planning on using Stratos, but it was not needed, simply not needed. So guys, as you can see right here, that's how you do it. The deck is really consistent. It is a very nice and also nice to use deck. Of course, easy to use deck, and I think Regeki Break is even funnier. The only bad thing about playing Regeki Break is that it takes out the slots for a Forbidden Chalice, that I do think it's actually a must play card for a deck list that plays Anki. So because if you play Anki, you definitely want to have your Forbidden Chalice in order to activate it in the damage step and make your Anki inflicting 3200 damage even if your opponent controls monsters. So it's a pretty nice strategy that I always used back in the day, and that's the only downsides of using the right Regeki Break. But guys, the deck, especially if you do not have triple MST, really works with Regeki Break. So I definitely recommend you suggest it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you have some questions, feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.